Hello everyone, hello! I am Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and it is a Saturday, and we're gonna play Outer Worlds, but we're gonna chat first a little bit. How are you all doing? What's new? What's exciting? Hi everybody. What's going on? Good morning, Cyclonus. It is good to see you. Also, Kulan. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I've treated like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F on M will appear. And then I'll say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Rissa, 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 Bobissa, Banana, Fanta, Fofissa, Fee, Fi, Momissa, Rissa. Yay! Thank you for that sub. 8 months? I don't even know what to say. That's so many months. No, you're not. You're Trooper Super Justice Pew Pew. Maybe I am. Trooper Super Justice Pew Pew. Hi everybody. Thank you for that sub. Also, when Ice Bunny gets here, the name game, we have to sing happy birthday. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F on M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Cyclonus, 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 bo, biclonus, banana, fanta, fo, ficlonus, fee, fo, my clonus. Cyclonus. Cyclonus, think. Ooh! The name game. We'll get to the extra part. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F on M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, Ob, or Fred. Fred drop the F's for Red, or Mary. Mary drop the M's, Mo, Airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Barantor, 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 Bo, Arantor, Banana, Fanta, Fo, Farantor, Fee, Fi, Mo, Marantor. Barantor. Sorry, we've got a hype train going on. Hey, hype train. We're just in the middle of like some kind of exciting hype train. Be boodle, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F on M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Be boodlefloof, be boodlefloof, be boodlefloof, e boodlefloof, banana fana, fofi foodlefloof, fifa momi moodlefloof. Be boodlefloof. Thank you. First off, we're on a hype train. That's super exciting. Thank you, Be Boodle, for your 14-month streak, and also Barantor. Happy Saturday back to you, Barantor. Also, everybody who's on our hype train. I feel like there's like this hype train going on. There are all these bits happening, and I just want to say that there is a consequence for this hype train. I think you know what it is. It is that I'm gonna sing "We're in the Money," but as sung by Ginger Rogers in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, and so therefore in Pig Latin. But because we're on level 3 of this train, that means we actually are gonna have to, use the megaphone, because we're like level 3 of the hype train. So, so I'm just gonna sing it right now. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Even at Galeat, where it wakes to utet Galeang wayo. Airway and hey, the anime. Either I skays or ani say. Old man, the adiation pray, ooh, yare, ooh, three, you stay on way on way, oh. Eat way, every eat way, at lands lay, oh, way at Brian's lay, you take day. And when we see the end, the order will uplap the eye, gay right, in the eye, we're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. That is so much hype. What? Hey, everybody. Hi. Happy Saturday. I'm so glad to see you all. What? That song has something to do with trains. I suppose that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe I need a train song. I mean, there are a bunch of train songs. Oh, my goodness. Kulan says, megaphone plus kazoo, how to get thrown out of accommodation. I don't know. Maybe, Kulan, megaphone plus kazoo will make it so that everybody gives you free rooms all the time and everybody loves you. And that actually, then it's like the best thing in life. I'm just saying. Wait, Barantor has just shared something really important, some very important information, which is that Barantor has a kazoo with an amplifier. And I feel like I'm missing that in my life. I am so jealous of Barantor because that sounds amazing. Also, look at all these amazing, like, hi, everybody. Woo. Hi. It's so good to see you all. Hi, everybody. So it's Saturday, and I'm hanging out with you all. And I just want to say some things. Also, look, if you see Ice Bunny, you have to let me know the minute she shows up. You have to let me know. It's important because it's her birthday. Also, I feel like we have another birthday. Don't we have another birthday besides Ice Bunny's? I feel like we do. Who else's birthday is it? Who else's birthday? Somebody is hiding their birthday from me. I will discover it one of these birthdays. Anyway. I feel like there's somebody else's, and I'm like, who? Barantor's, your birthday's in May? Oh, both you, PH and Barantor. Lauren is next month. We've got 3 May birthdays. I was walking through the park one day in the very merry month of May when I was taken by surprise by 4 birthdays from the foxhole. PH, Barantor, B Boodle, and also Rissa in the merry, merry month of May. That's not even how that song goes, but I don't care. Little Red Dot, what? What? What are you doing, Little Red Dot? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Dot, how are you? Little Red Dot, I have to tell you something that's really important. So Dot is hanging out with us and oh, Train 2 hype train, there's emotes happening. You're getting ready for VTM. Oh, I'm so excited to find out what happens in the VTM. I have to tell you that. I feel like I can do this even though, like, so here's the thing, Dot. There's some things we do on this channel, and you don't get to know all of them, but you do get to know some of them. It seems like we got some bits, and when the bits happen, I sing a song for the chat, and I'm gonna sing it now so that you can hear it, because I feel like you haven't heard it before, Dot, and that makes me very sad that you haven't heard the song, the bits song. So, since like bits came in, oh yeah, okay, Dot, you haven't heard it. Bits have come in, so now you get to hear it. Dot, when we get bits, and we got a bunch of bits, there's a train and all that goodness, we sing, well, I sing, you can be here and also sing along if you like. I don't judge you. I sing the song We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers in the film where it was first brought out, Gold Diggers of 1933, but when she sings it in Pig Latin. And so, for the bits, I'm gonna sing, oh wait, first we get the name game, sorry. Come on everybody! I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Little red dot, little dot, bo, middle red dot, banana, fanta, fo, fiddle red dot, fi, mo, middle red dot. Little red dot. Thank you so much for the sub, Little Red Dot. I've got news, but I can't. We have news, but we can't tell them just yet. But Little Red Dot, that was your name game for the sub. Because it's important for subs to have name games as my appreciation, and you are welcome, welcome for the name game and our bit song for Volpes. And you get it in the megaphone for true 1920s style. We're in the Money in Pig Latin. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Iwe at gale at way at xti utet gale ang wayo. Airway and hey, the anime. Either I skays or ani say. Oh man, the adiation pray, ooh, yare, ooh, te you stay and way ang rayo. Iwe ever ni eat red lands lay, of way at brands lay, ute day. And way and we see the and the orbital up lay at the eye, gay at ray in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. So exciting, so exciting. That's the best part. So Dot, do me a favor, win all of the Camarilla. Just like win it when you go off. Go and win all the Camarilla, and we're gonna, stop by when we're done to say hey. So Dakota should just win, become the sheriff, install Ava as the new prince, and win. So I feel like you could just win, right? It's like the Game of Thrones. You win or you die. I feel like you win the Camarilla. I feel like that's how it works. We will see you later, Dot. Oh, that was so lovely. That was so lovely. Oh, gang, I have so many things I want to tell you. I want to tell you so many things. Guess what I'm going to tell you? One thing. I've not been able to listen to it because it just came in my inbox. But Lizard Eats Flies just sent me a little rough sketch of the theme song that she's composing for the French Resistance game. It's in my inbox. I've not heard it yet, so I cannot tell you anything about it. But we've already been talking. We were talking about trying to get a good French cabaret 1930s, 40s sound, and something dramatic and smoky and espionage. And so she has come up. She was inspired by something, and she has got something in my inbox for the French Resistance game. And I just have a lot of feelings about that. and it's going to be really good. And I can't tell you what it is yet because, I haven't heard it yet, but I will. We're thinking about starting in March. We've got 3 of the 4 cast members currently confirmed. We are waiting on word from the 4th, and once that happens, then it's like the Allo Allo theme song, but dramatic. Totally, that's exactly what it is. Look, it's gonna be so good. I can't even tell you yet how good the French Resistance game is going to be, because I can't yet, but soon it's gonna happen. I'm so excited. I can't even. Also, tomorrow I will be GMing Cthulhu Confidential with Algernon Bolden on this channel at 3 p.m. Eastern sharp. AJ and I are going to meet up at 2:30 Eastern to sort of go over technology and all of that business, but like it's I know, PH, it's so soon, it's tomorrow, and I've got so much I have to do before tomorrow. I need to go and like think about props, I need to go and like, there's a bunch of like little administrative stuff that I do whenever I run that game, because oh my gosh, wait, I also didn't tell you. Hello, C Spider-Mex, I didn't tell you. Guess what? Oh, I did tell you. I told you. But it's now official. Guess what I have? Pelgrane Press gave me a code that I can give to you all tomorrow, so that if you want to buy Cthulhu Confidential, you can get like a discount. Like I've got a discount code for people who want to get the game. And the game is so great, so I recommend it anyway. Also, so first off, right? Discount code, how cool is that? Speaking of, I found out a new thing. The concept is super cool. I'm really excited about it. There are also other adventures I have. So that the 3 that I've done so far are the 3 that are in the book that you would be getting. But there are also other adventures, and I do want to run those. And I have more news that I just found out. I think the first of it probably wasn't the first. I don't think it was the first. I think it was one of the first Gumshoe games that they ever did was Ashen Stars, which you can't see it because it's over on that end of my shelf. And Ashen Stars, oh my gosh, Baron Tor, I do. Ashen Stars is basically a space game. It's like an investigative game, but you're space people. And they've just opened that up to community development, so people can sort of make their own Ashen Stars adventures and things like that, and then also publish it through Pelgrane, so that's pretty exciting. And Baron Tor notes that I have some sort of Witcher game coming up. And that is true. That is no lie. Next Wednesday. So oh my gosh. Yeah, so tomorrow is Cthulhu Confidential. You should all be here for it. I'm very excited. But next Wednesday is the first episode of this Witcher game that I'm in called Witcher Family of Wraiths, and it's over on Tales from the Grim, jammed by Grimjack, who's great. I played with Grimjack in the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign, which was very short, but he was amazing. Such a great GM, also a cool player, and he's put together a really great cast. And it is going to be really good. I mean, I don't know about you all, but I have got a lyre, which I'm not playing the banjo today because I'm still working on the lyre, and I'm not ready to play it for you all. But I also, do you want to see something? You probably don't, because you're like, why would I want to see something? Do you know what this is? Do you know what it is? It's really bad. I enjoyed the Saltmarsh game too. I was sad that it could have lasted longer. Levi is correct. This is a wig. That is exactly what this is. This, my friends, is a wig. And right in here. Oh, I've got to take that off. So I've got a wig. Let me, boom. Sorry, there's a wig cap in here that doesn't need to be in here. I have just found out, I've been like trying to do some I've been doing research about cheap wigs, because it is a triple, because this is a cheap wig. Like, I got this wig for the show, but I did not spend a lot of money on this wig, is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, it was like $10, maybe $14. It's a very cheap wig. And the thing is that there are ways to make cheap wigs look better, and I've not done any of those things yet because I haven't had time, but I'm gonna do them probably on Tuesday. But what I'm trying to say is I have got a wig. I need to, the problem, I'm not in, it needs to be like, you know, I need to like fix it out. It's not there yet, right? Like it still needs a little bit of a work on it to sort of get it where it needs to be. But like I need to comb it. You know what I mean? I just got a special wig brush that will be, and like I need to like, I need to switch cameras. No, I don't need to switch cameras. I know what I need to do. This is perfect. Wait, here, there, see, right? And then I can actually do a little bit of, and I'm gonna like right now I've got headphones on, and that's not working. And the wig needs to be a little bit more like, you know, just like a little, I need to get like a little bit of, like, you know, I'm gonna get the like the little, gotta like, cause it's like, you know, I am not there yet. I've got to get the, my point is, I've got a wig. It's not ready yet. It's not ready. You can't judge me. I mean, you can judge me. That's fine. But it's not ready yet. I've got to like get it all together. And it needs a little styling, right? It needs. Then I went and I got some. What do you call it? I got some dry shampoo, which will reduce the shine on the wig. And what I'm trying to say is, it's very exciting to me. I have talked to, as I think you know, if I'm going to be wearing a wig, there's a person I would need to talk to get wig tips, right? And that person would be Shell Game. And so I have been talking to Shell Game about wig tips. I was like, hey, Shell Game, I'm going to wear a wig. Give me tips. And Shell Game, mistress of wigs, has given me some tips. So that's all. You Are a Bard, and I've been learning this song from the series on guitar, Toss a Coin to Witcher. That song series is very popular. People love that song. They're really into it. Like, that song is sort of everywhere. And, I don't know if you've seen the promo for our game, because our promo for the game has a cover of that song, so that's really exciting. I'm leaving soon for complex murder stick practice, but I want to say, hi, Sal. Complex murder stick practice, that's more bows and arrows than it is swords. It's a big earwig, or earworm. Nobody wants an earwig. Earwigs are bad because they burrow in your ear through your brain, because that's what happens. Yes, bows and arrows is indeed swords. They're totally right. Like, bows and arrows are like swords, but farther away. Like, I've got a sword, you've got a bow and arrow. We're very far away. It's bad for me. We're very close. Maybe bad for you. Sal also is confused bows and arrows and swords, which is fine. I don't even judge. Yeah, a bow just shoots super small swords. That's it. Like, a bow, just like, hey, Falcon. Just like, I haven't done I have not done my sword practice in forever either, but my swords are over there in the corner. They're not in this room. They're in the closet. They should be open about who they are, my swords. They're rapiers. Like, that's it. I'm not even going to comment. I'm not even going to do it. Levi, why don't you have sword practice? I feel like everyone should have sword practice. Hey, everybody, real quick. Oh, I love you all. Anyway, I've got a wig. Technically, a bow shoots tiny spears, but aren't spears just wooden swords? No, I'm just messing with people now. Now, honestly, I have wig hair on my head. I'm just messing with people. Just all the love, everybody. So this is the amazingness. Sunday, that's tomorrow, we have Cthulhu Confidential. Wednesday, we've got the Witcher campaign. Monday, I'm recording a secret flashback for my character. Right, which means I actually do need to get my wig together by tomorrow night. I'm going to work on my wig tomorrow night. Sunday. I've got 2 broadswords. They are nearly as tall as me. Right, because they're broad. Oh, wait, that would be tall swords. Tall swords, broadswords. I hope you manage to stream tomorrow as well. Kulan, yes. So, I'm doing a secret filming on Monday for a flashback, because each one of the characters in the Witcher campaign is going to have a flashback. And then we're going to record it, and I need to practice my Elizabethan English, and I need to get my wig together, and I've got all my costume pieces, by the way, all of them. They're all ready. All of the costume pieces. They're up there on that shelf. I should probably unpack them so they lose their wrinkles and hang them up. I should hang them up over there. Where currently, right over there, there's like a little thumbtack in the wall, and I've got a hanger, and on that hanger is my my dev jacket and tie, just sitting there for, like, you know, the Purloin Code. But since I'll be doing the Grimjack, I should probably move dev into the closet, and then, you know what I mean, and then put all of my Iric stuff there. So, yes. It does not have brocade, actually, because I am just a simple bard. Or am I? We'll talk about it later. I will say that people who know yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just gonna say, oh, no, bards can be fancy, but I am in no way fancy at all. I am just a simple, humble traveler. Just a simple, humble traveler. Technically, Jaskier Dandelion is a spy master as well. This is true. I'm just going to say that I am a simple, humble bard traveler who is just... There's nothing to see here. No simple traveler does steeply fingers. I don't trust them. What? I'm just a simple traveler. There's nothing to see here. You know, be boodle. We'll have these conversations, is all I'm saying. Aren't bard and humble opposites? You know, there are questions. I'm just gonna say, there are questions. And that's all. I'm sure we all have our secrets. I'm interested in some mechanical questions. If you're such a bard, name 3 of their albums. Oh yeah? Well, okay, clearly their albums are Overhill and Underdale, also Greensleeves, and House of Coin to Your Witcher. Those are the 3 songs. The best part is, later in the series, Jaskier becomes pretty open about being a spy master, at least if the journal entries in Witcher 3 are anything to go by. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a spy master. What? Look, I'm telling you, it's going to be really good. I'm very excited. So today is going to be a day we're going to play, of course. Oh, just right tomorrow, Cthulhu Confidential. Wednesday, The Witcher. Thursday, Obra Dinn. We've gotten all the scenes. Now we just have to figure out. We've got to do some working things out. And then Saturday, Outer Worlds. Sunday, maybe more Cthulhu Confidential. It'll depend on how long whether or not we need 2 sessions or not. You know, they always say that each of these adventures can be done in 4 hours, and I just think that depends on who the player is and who the GM is. I feel like it may not be one. Deduction. We need some deduction. Since I haven't been able to see any of it, whose mustache is more glorious, yours or your Outer Worlds characters? Oh, I think mine is way more glorious, my Outer Worlds character. I think. I think so. These are my thoughts on that one. So everyone, let's at least put up the starting screen for Outer Worlds is what I think we should do. This is my thought on this one. We should at least just, you know... So because Sal doesn't know, my character, Jezza Carmichael, is a young bartender and also hacker who's against the man, and also a little naive about some things, you know. Drummer Boy, I feel like the can be played in 4 hours is like in real life How Long to Beat, and we know how that goes with Trooper. That's true. That is Drummer Boy, you didn't. It's really interesting. Because when you look at the how long to beat, because I always do, before I start a game on stream, I always sort of look at the how long to beat to give me a sense of, approximately how many sessions, I'll be doing on stream. And it says like, oh, this game is done in 1 hour. And I was like, cool, that's one stream. And then it turns out that it's not. Turns out that it's, I want you to, Sal, I want you to see my person. There's my person. My person doesn't have a mustache at all. How terrible. My person does not have a mustache, but does have pretty awesome sideburns. So, Bart, because, some excellent hair, some really good sideburns, but that would be amazing. So the wig, PH, you can't grow good sideburns. You could get fake ones. Come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Hey, Modus Moron, thank you for the host. Welcome in. We're talking about sideburns and how good sideburns can be. Did we not like them? No, we didn't like the mustache options. I was sad. I have really great sideburns, but now they're just a beard. Because I wonder about having sideburns but shaving your head. Like, I assume you could do it. Like, there was this character in the soap opera EastEnders, the British soap, who had sideburns but shaved his head, and I suppose I could do that. But how would I feel about it? Like, how would I feel about just having sideburns but shaving my head? It happened on this TV show. Like, but if I did just have sideburns, what kind of sideburns would they be? I feel like you need to fade a bit because sharp edges might look weird. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Shaq did have that for a while. Oh. Hey, J-Rab, how are you? Long time no see. J-Rab, I saw West Side Story 2 weeks ago, and there's a character there named Arab, and now I cannot help but think about you, and now I feel like just putting you into West Side Story is that okay? I feel like I could probably do that. You're now in West Side Story. That's all. How are you, J-Rab? What have you been up to? And also, is there anything cool for me back here to run into? And the answer is, there's a dead body. I don't know if that counts as cool, but we will loot the dead body. Because why wouldn't we? Yeah. So, in case you don't know, this is a power plant. Well, it's certainly cooling. What video games are being played before the 1 hour mark? Sir, who are you and what did you do to Trooper? So here's the thing, I do try to get it in before 1 hour. I'm often successful. I mean, not always, but often. Also, no. Dead bodies are very atmospheric. I don't know if you should trust EastEnders for What do you mean, Jer? Are you saying I shouldn't trust EastEnders for fashion advice? Because I'm enjoying the modified squirrel that is the best. Okay, so sometimes there are phrasing issues. I think I'll invest in a decent webcam once I get better at talking. Oh, webcams are great. I wish there was more information on when we find a body or hints to what happened. J-Rab, here's my thinking. Jarob. My thinking is that there are really bad security mechanisms in this base, and it's all bad. Look, there's blood here. Awkward. Also, papers. I don't know. Like, I feel like bad. Like, oh, yeah. There have been a lot of hints, and those hints are some people have really bad security protocols in the workplace. Some companies have bad retirement systems. I'm gonna use this terminal. Hey, look, it's a terminal. Oh, Sal, go do some... Sal, go do some Robin Hood business. Like, do your Robin Hood, get your Robin Hood on. Also, enjoy the debates online about that guy, the guy who's like, I've invented the original way to sort of best way to do bows and arrows, where he does this whole like, he's like a trick speed shooter, and like Robin Hoodery, and everybody gets all like about it. Ice Bunny. Well, yeah, Lars, and yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You know that guy's like, I invented, and you're like, maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. So you can, while you go to do your archery, mock him in your mind. Hey, Ice Bunny, we wanted to tell you something. It was really important. There was something we wanted to tell you, and it was this. He's using a fucking 10-pound bow at half draw, right? But I mean, and like, yes, he clearly has practiced a lot, but these are not things that you do in the wild. Hey, Ice Bunny, I have a song for you. And it is a birthday song. It is the happy birthday song is what it is. And I'm going to sing it for you because it's your birthday. And I'm so happy that you are a member of the Foxhole. And I'm happy that you're one of the battle buddies. And so, for you, Ice Bunny. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you, yeah. Happy birthday, dear Ice Bunny. You're beautiful, babe. Don't go changing. I mean that. All right. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Ice Bunny, that's all. I just wanted to send you all the birthday love. Happy birthday. I hope you're feeling well. Ice Bunny was like, that's it. That happy birthday song was the worst, and she just left. That's what happened. I was like, oh no. Happy birthday. Oh, yay. You know, I love a good birthday. That's all. Will you repeat that? Oh, Rissa, I just need to be reminded of any excuse to sing, and I will do it. I will certainly sing the happy birthday for the May Buddies. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Ice Bunny, Ice Bunny, Ice Bunny, bo, Ice Bunny, banana, fanner, fo, Ice Bunny, fee, fi, mo, mice, bunny. Ice Bunny. Happy birthday, Ice Bunny. And whoever did the anonymous gift for the birthday, thank you for that as well. Happy birthday. Just because the game started doesn't mean we actually will play it. I mean, it's on the screen, so it's like we're playing it. Also, Steph the Bard, I see you here. Hey, Steph the Bard, how are you? Steph the Bard, guess what? You have the best hair. I love your hair. I don't know if I've told you that, but I love your hair. You've got such good hair. Like, I love your hair. Steph the Bard and I played in the D&D together, and it was very lovely. Also, Steph the Bard has got great hair, and because here's the thing. That's true. Steph has the best everything. That's how the song goes. A+ human. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jay Rablick. I love this shirt. It's super comfortable, and I like the little, like, raglan sleeves. I like the color. I like it. I think it's good. I want to play D&D with you again as well, Steph the Bard. I imagine there was going to get some kind of Sunday fun day going on at some point. Also, guess what? Right now, in the chat, in the foxhole, we've got all the love happening, and that makes me happy. That's all. I'm just made happy by all the love. Also, that feels like it's going to be some kind of 90s Eurodance. Like, where's the love? You know, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Different song. So let's just check out the plant status while we're here. I mean, might as well. This Axe report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Don't hurt me no more. Do you know? So, power is currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery and the Botanical Library. Warning: structural damage detected. Please notify your designated supervisor. Yeah, I feel like Reactor 4 is not okay. So, I look a little quick bit of detail. I was out of the United States for the 90s, for the most part. Like, I joined the Army in 1990. I shipped off to basic training in August of 1990, where I went to South Carolina in August, which is very humid. So, I mean, I did have the first part of 1990, but then I was in the Army, and when you're in the Army in basic training, you don't know what's going on. And then I was stationed overseas, Korea and Germany, and then I lived in Germany for another 3 years. I did not come back to the United States until like August of 97 to start college. And so I sort of like just missed the 90s. So everyone's like, oh, the 90s, this happened and this happened. I was like, I was in Germany. I don't even know. Like I have a 90s, but my 90s is a European 90s rather than American 90s. And so the song What Is Love by Hathaway was super popular in Germany. Like I'd go to the nightclubs, the discos as you'd call them, and I danced to that song. It was great. And we all just enjoyed that. Also like Marusha's remix of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There was like a remix of the Phantom of the Opera. There was all these sort of like Euro disco songs. They were everywhere. They were super fun. And hello, Empress Sock. I'm waving back to you from Germany. And so like, oh yeah, I got out of the military just as you got in. We had to trade off. Like, I mean, I feel like you just took my place. Like you did it for me when I was leaving. You came in. Equilibrium. So what happened? I got like the techno 90s, the Eurodance 90s. So the thing is, when I came back to the States, I was like, oh, I want to go dancing. So I went to the club and they weren't playing anything good, i.e. they weren't playing Eurodisco. And I was like, oh, like I want to listen to like this good Eurodisco, which is like so great for dancing. And I remember talking to people about how I really love that song, What Is Love by Hathaway, because it's so good. And my friends would all laugh and they'd all start doing this, or maybe they do that. This? I don't know which direction they're going. They're like doing this one. And I didn't get what was so hilarious and why they were doing this thing. And I was like, why are you doing that? And why are you laughing at this song? The song is great. And I didn't know that it was like a bit on Saturday Night Live and that it was like a joke in the US because I was out of the country for the 90s, so I wasn't watching Saturday Night Live. So I had no idea that in a US context, that song was sort of part of a joke. When for me, it was just, great dance music. Dr. Motte is kickstarting to get Love Parade back to Berlin. Oh, interesting. Huh. They're kickstarting that. That's interesting. Interesting. I will note, however, in case you're interested, the soundtrack for Night at the Roxbury, the film that was made from the bit, is great. If you want some good Euro disco, that soundtrack's really good. It's got What Is Love, of course, but it's got, I think, No Limits by Two Unlimited. Do you know that one? No, 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 there's no limits. Do you know it? No, no limits, no reach for the sky. No valley too deep, no mountain too high. There's no limits, no river, no sin, no try. Yes, you be more you run. Right, see, Kulan remembers it. Yes. I like Mika. Mika, which Mika? Which Mika? Oh, Bravo hit CDs. Yeah. The Bravo hit CDs. Yeah. I do know that song, and it is a good song. Hello, Black Ice Lichen, right? Like, and there was just like a bunch of really good. Oh man, when we think about '90s dance, so many good dance songs, like No Limits. Of course, What Is Love's a great one. Now I'm thinking of some like he did Popular Song with Ariana Grande. Oh, Mika, yes, I do know Mika, as a matter of fact. And I don't think I put that on my queer pop syllabus because I just don't think I have the space for it, but I do know Mika. Yes, Bravo is a German teen magazine, and in the 1980s German new wave song Polizei by Extra Breit, they mock people who like Bravo magazine because, of course you do. That's, if you're like a good new wave punker, you will mock the popular things, which would be Bravo. But there's there's a whole part about how people don't care about what's going on because they're just reading Bravo. Yeah, in the United States we don't have Bravo, but we had like Tiger Beat and other such teen magazines. J14 and Music M3 is like Music Movies More or something like this. Bop. Yeah. Bop is another one. Yeah. Tiger Beat, Bop, J14, M3. They're all, and of course, they're not even really teen magazines because I don't think they're actually aimed at people who are 17 or 16. I think they're aimed at people who are 12, 13. I mean, I suppose 13-year-olds are teens. But I mean, I feel like they're pitched at a slightly younger audience, you know? So all the normal Germans from 11 to 14. Preteen magazines. I feel like they're sort of like preteen and early teen magazines, really, because I didn't know any 17-year-olds who read 17 magazine. I just felt like if you were 17, like you're like, oh, 17 magazine's too young for me. I just feel like 17 was for 14-year-olds. Those are my feelings. And I may be wrong, and maybe hordes of 17-year-olds are reading 17 magazine. It just felt to me like it was 14-year-olds reading 17 magazine, right? Everybody like tries to pitch themselves up a little bit, it seemed to me. My babysitter when I was, right, see, Falcon knows. My babysitter when I was a little kid would of course read all those magazines, and of course, so because I was young at the time because I had a babysitter, but like I remember and by high school I was reading AP, yeah, right, it's research, but when I remember my babysitter, she was obsessed with Scott Baio and also Sean Cassidy, and so like they were like the big pinups in the magazines then, and so and I remember this like, okay, alternative press. It was for 14-year-olds trying to act like 17-year-olds. Yes. When I was 17, I wasn't reading any of those anymore. I read them in middle school. Right. Like when I was in middle school, then like you'd pick those things up. But once you were in high school, it was too cool for that. In Germany, you're a teen from 15 to 17. But see, the thing is, Ice Bunny, you can say that, and that is a thing that I think I would agree with you. It's just that 14 has the word teen in it, as does 13. So people would say that technically if you're 13, you are a teenager because the word teen is in it. But I feel like when people say teenagers, they don't actually mean 13 and 14-year-olds. And I don't think they really mean 19-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think they really mean people in high school, is I think what they really mean. Yes. Also, I never read them because I read books. I read the books. I was also reading a lot of comic books and graphic novels at the time. So there was this pinup of the things you remember, right? There was this pinup of Scott Baio. And by the way, we are totally playing the game. There was this pinup of Scott Baio that was in the Tiger Beat magazine, and she had turned her closet in her bedroom into her private space, and so like she would go into her closet, and she put like a little, like a beanbag chair in there, and like she papered the inside of the closet walls with like posters, and she'd like writing her diary in there. And what she did was she had a shrine of Scott Baio is what she had. This is what she had. It is true. My 14-year-old behaves like he's 5 or 55. No in between. That's fair. Pin up Scott Baio all the way in the Outer Worlds. Yes. By the time I was 17, says Rissa, I was hanging out with ex-sailors on Saturdays gaming TTRPGs. Right? Yes. You are a kid until you are 15 by law. In the United States, you are a minor until you're 18. So you are not... You are like, I think you're a kid by law until you hit 18, because under that you are a minor, right? So for us it's 18 is when you become an adult. Steph the Bard says, flashback of senior year high school, plasma lock with Orlando Bloom and Johnny Depp. Right? I always think it's so interesting who the pinups are in these various moments. I wish I have I'm so sad that I don't have it here, because right now I'm at home. But in my office at work, I've got one of these teen mags because I was doing work on Eminem. And I got one of these teen mags because it had like a little special on Eminem, and I was like, what is Eminem doing on one of these teen mags? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is Eminem doing in this mag? And I was just like looking at who all was in that magazine. So there's like Destiny's Child and Pink and Alicia Keys and Eminem and Little Romeo and Aaron Carter, and who were the heartthrobs at that moment. I think it was too early for Bieber though. Baby Steph did not know she was only into the ladies yet. Hey, Orlando Bloom was very pretty, Steph the Bard. I'm just saying. Orlando Bloom was very pretty. I had literary quotes from T in my locker, but let's not go into my celebrity crush folder. Falcon, why not go into your celebrity crush folders in high school? Because you could if you wanted. And right, because those guys, J-Rab is correct, those guys had the best hairlines. B. Boodle said, I love George Michael and Morton Harkett. Oh, Morton Harkett from Aha. Great hair. And with 16, you can go dancing until midnight and drink wine and beer. And when I was one, I also smoked. Yeah, no, you cannot do those things when you're 16 in the United States. I had a locker. I never use it, though, because I carried everything in my backpack. He is, and yes, Jay, they had awesome hair in the first Pirates film. Yes. Realizing I like women was a thing. Oh my God, I said it. What? Yeah, you can't legally smoke it. What is smoke? Did they raise it? I think the smoking age is still 18 in the U.S. And beer and wine is 21. You can go out dancing at all ages clubs. Oh, smoking is 21 now. See, I thought they might have upped the smoking age to 21. Yeah, so smoking and drinking is 21 in the U.S. You can go to all ages clubs as long as they're all ages. And but some municipalities have curfews for people who are under 18. So if you live in a city or a town that has a curfew, some towns have a 10 o'clock curfew for young people, under 18-year-olds. So if you were under 18 and you're out after 10, then you could be in trouble. That's all. They didn't even threaten the states to raise it by withholding. Yeah. Oh, they didn't. There was a thing I wanted to tell you what I had in my locker when I was in high school. And when I tell you this, you'll be like, wow. And you'll also, at 18, you're adult, except for these things. Yeah. And renting a car is 25 in the U.S. So, yeah, no, some, and that's not a federal thing. It's not national. It's just some cities have instituted curfews for people who are under 18. And so in some places in the country, you can't be out after some hour. My high school locker was purely school material. I'm 99% sure. Okay, I'm going to tell you what was in my locker. And you're gonna have feelings about it. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna be like, wow, couldn't do that today, because people would freak out. So what happened was, I was, honestly, I doubt raising the smoking age would do anything. Most people start smoking before legal age anyway, and that's true. So you have to know something about me. In high school, I was, on the inside, what people today would call goth. Levi, I carried a pocket knife to school every day from like 4th grade on. So now I was, at the time we didn't call it goth, we called it alternative. And I did not dress goth because white pancake makeup did not look good on me, and my hair did not look like Robert Smith's from The Cure. So I couldn't do the look, but I listened to all the music. So I was like, on the inside, I was goth. And I remember a smoking section for students in high school when I was in middle school. And so I was in the high school with a lot of, you know, the movie Heathers, like that movie spoke to me and my life. Sisters of Mercy. Yes, Rissa, you know. J-Rab says, I never was in school with a school long enough to customize my locker. I was homeschooled most of my schooling. So then you didn't get your own locker experience. The heart is where goth really counts anyway. This is true. And so Heathers really spoke to me. I went to 3 different high schools. My very last high school was in a suburb. I did not live in the suburb. I took the bus. And that suburb was full of like upper middle class and rich kids who were like, just like all those, you know, if you watched all of your, if you watched your John Hughes movies or Heathers, there was that whole class of people who were like super privileged, were really into fashion, and were super cliquey and kind of mean. They were the Heathers, right? So I went to high school with all of those people, and I did not like them, and I found them, I did not like them. So what I did, and I'm going to tell you this, and you'll be like, wow, you know, I'm glad that I lived the decade that I did and not now. So what I did was I got one of my sister's Barbie dolls. It was like, you know, it was one of those like totally radical, awesome tubular Barbie dolls with like pink and all of that business, like very neon. And I got, you know how if you had maybe not Ray-Bans, but maybe like they have like the, you know, the little cord that you would put on your glasses so that you could take them off and wear them around your neck and they wouldn't fall off. And so there was like this really neon pink one for those, I don't think they were Ray-Bans. I think they were, what were they called? They were those glasses that were really popular that were like, that had sort of neon colors everywhere. So, oh yeah, Shavai, I'm going to go there. So I took that neon pink glasses thing and I turned it into a noose, and then I hung the Barbie doll by this pink neon glasses thing in my locker. So when I opened up my locker, there'd be this Barbie doll hanging by a noose in my locker, and that's what I had in my locker. And it was there because it was my own gothy way of saying, I hate all of you people who are tormentors and the worst. Yeah, Steph, you knew where it was going. And it was, and the thing is, I feel like today they'd be like, oh no, and maybe they'd arrest me, or I don't know, there'd be some sort of madness. But look, I was just a teenager that was expressing my inner angst, and I was doing my version of like social protest, and I realized that I was in high school, so like a little, you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, high school students, right? But you know what I mean? Like that's what I did. They would force me to therapy. I was fine. It was the rest of them who weren't fine. I got to have a meeting with the school psychologist because of some drawings. See, Levi, you know what I'm talking about. Standing around and being miserable about the state of the world isn't goth. Sacking Rome is goth. You can do both. I bet those goths after they sacked Rome were like, or maybe before they sacked Rome, perhaps. Yeah, like I wasn't a threat to anybody either, right? Yeah. And the thing is, like, I was not the problem. It was them who were the problem, but whatever. Anyway, you can do both. You can sack Rome and standing around being miserable at the state of the world. And then maybe after you're miserable at the state of the world, then you sack Rome. Maybe that's what happens. Anyway, my point was, I had a Barbie doll hanging from a noose in my locker to be provocative in a gothy way. And I just am sad that I feel like you can't do that nowadays, because I feel like that would just not fly. People would lose their minds. But I loved it. Okay. Hold on. We're going to just, I now have shine down in my head. See, I appreciate all of that. Baron, meanwhile, my high school had excused absences for cutting tobacco at the end of the season. Right? Yeah. Hang the truth from a noose. This is what I'm saying. You know, I wonder how many schools still have that today. You know? Also, side note, I read a really interesting article, Barantor, about the health effects of cutting tobacco, that they often will have sort of young people cutting tobacco, teenagers, even younger people, and that it's really not healthy. Like, cutting tobacco is not great for young people. That because it seeps, like the tobacco juice will seep in, and it's not great. I never saw the point of customizing lockers. It was just a storage space for me, but I'm also weird like that. Oh no, for me it was a place for me to protest, like, the injustice of the people that I went to school with. No one understood my pain. Yeah, pure juice is strong and stains your hands and clothes, right? And so it was about the health, the negative health effects that these kids were having cutting tobacco. I thought it was, and it was really interesting. I was like, oh man, maybe we shouldn't be doing that. J-Rap says, by psychology is all about understanding if you can function and be a part of the current society. So if you are the odd one out, you are what is addressed as being off or not correct. J-Rap, that is correct, but I don't like it. And I didn't like it in high school. Could be worse, could be cutting opium. That's fair. That's fair. Hold on, what do we have here? Master control terminal. Warning, safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning, redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Processing error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Oh. Okay. Well, I think I've done 2 out of the 3 anyway. We're fine. This won't take long. By the way, I recognize that I am at this moment also probably over encumbered. I feel like you were not playing the game. I totally was. I could never remember my combination, says Black Ice Lycan. So I would get it set up at the beginning of the year and then never use it again. Kentucky paid us not to grow it as a means to help the state switch from tobacco to other crops. Oh, that's really interesting. Huh. And was the switch successful? Also, am I going to get in trouble? Is there going to be some sort of, like, doom happening? Ice Bunny says, it was just good. I never did a diary in my mind. I killed bullies over and over again, and now I just enjoy that I have a happier existence than the ones who now tell that school time was so sweet. Yes. We're playing, basically, more or less. Let me go up here. Up here? Probably. There was a thing. I'm gonna climb. So oh, hey, it's a routing switch. I feel like when I press this button, all sorts of monsters are gonna come and murder me. Okay. Could you get out of the way? So, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Yes, Kentucky doesn't grow nearly as much tobacco as before. Many switched to soybeans and cattle or corn. We still have some of the highest rates of teen smoking, though, and smokers are... Oh, do you really? Oh, that's interesting. You know, I wasn't actually thinking about the ways in which having a crop be central to your existence might then mean that you have more smokers. Do you know? I don't think I can run. Also, what do all these buttons do? We're gonna go back to this one. I was shocked with how many people I saw smoking in cars driving through North Carolina. You know, it's really interesting because when you go to Europe, people smoke a lot in Europe. They smoke a lot more in Europe than they do in the States. For example, when you go into airports in Europe, they still have smoke. They have these smoking rooms so that you can sort of, they're like little glass boxes very often where you can go and smoke. No, when I was at... Yeah, Kentucky would probably feel as Europe. Yeah. Was the cost lower for tobacco?
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you.
Yeah?
Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. I just sort of... Edgewater's hurting. workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hardworking folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
It's no longer... So apparently bourbon has a lower cost in Kentucky as well. It's no longer low like it was when tobacco was still the #1 crop, though. That's so interesting. But the deserters are a community, and I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's been using corpses in her fertilizer.
Yeah?
The thought just makes me skin.
I'm fine.
Sure, she's found a solution, but it ain't exactly pleasant. It's plain to see she's made the veil a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none.
It's true.
But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering.
Does she?
She wants to hurt the town. I don't really want to be party to that kind of hatred.
I just do not feel like this is a one-way street here. Edgewater casts people out to die. Yeah, what does she... Hey, Crit Twitch! Yeah, what does she have against recomposting? I mean, it sounds very, very, Echo to me. I remember bales of tobacco and trailers causing traffic jams to the warehouses for sale. Now, all those have been torn down and made housing for the University of Kentucky. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, how is the University of Kentucky, Barantor? How is it? Is it good? Also, does it have a good music program? Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers in power.
Well, it sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family.
Yeah.
In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only.
So here's the thing, though. My character is a space hacker bartender, and I don't think my character would go for that at all. It's a good university from my understanding. I believe the music program is good, but I have no first-hand knowledge. I'll have to see who they have. I'll have to check out who their faculty is. Steph the Bard says, I'm a deathling, and there's actually a lady in Washington working to make recomposting an option for burial. Oh, well, that would be cool. I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on.
No, it's fine.
I felt like I had to say something.
No, I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
No, I'm cool with you. I'm just not gonna do it though. Oh, Levi, I want to hear your ending too. Who is it? Is it the Ask a Mortician lady? I want to know. So let's see. We're gonna continue. I want to continue. So here's what it is. No, but she's friends with her. I feel. Oh, let me look for her name. I find. Oh, by the way, side note. One of my master students did a. Oh. I haven't done my exercises for today, I don't think. That's fine. Oh, I've got these, you can't tell, but I've got these bruises because I went and I did my my blood work. I got my, you do your annual checkup, they take your blood, and the phlebotomist just is like, and I was like, ow. It's fine. Anyway, so here's what it is. My character is young and is a believer in freedom and is a bit of an outsider hacker. And I will tell you, and would not root power to Edgewater. And here's why. The botanical laboratory will take people in and will say, if you've been kicked out somewhere, we'll take you in. Edgewater kicks people out and will not let them back in, right? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to go to the botanical library. I'm going to press that button, yes. Hey, Rachel B67. I hate having my blood taken, mostly because they can never get any out of me and dig around them. Oh, Rachel B67. I have a story about that. I'm going to tell you that story. Black Ice, I did the entire hero's journey, all 90 days. I finished the whole thing. And then my wrist, I had a wrist problem, and so I've not been able to do that one because it has a lot of push-ups, and I've not been able to do it. So rather than doing that one, I've been doing, I just finished 30 days of Ironborn, also from Derby, which is a 30-day weightlifting one. And I did that one because my physical therapist said you should do that one because it helps you strengthen your wrists, because you have to lift the dumbbells as well. And also, it does not involve a lot of push-ups. So it's like a couple of push-ups, but not a lot. So I'm not aggravating my wrist. And I just finished 30 days of the Ironborn. And I think I will do one more 30. I think I'll do another 30-day cycle of that one. Because it was just like 30 days. So you just got used to it. So I think I'll probably do that one 2 or 3 more times. I see that squirrel. So here's my story. I'm going to redirect power to the Botanical Library. When life gives you lemons, consider a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. So, power has been successfully redirected to the Botanical Laboratory. Edgewater power regulator is now safe to remove. The Botanical Laboratory is now operating at optimal capacity. Warning, additional structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detected in Edgewater. I hate that. Notice blatant disregard for Spacer's property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated supervisor for immediate reprimand. Thank you for serving, Spacer's Choice family. Well, I did it. Plant status. Well, I feel like this is unfair, but whatever. I really have bad wrists, so I don't think the hero's journey would work for me then. Well, it's just the problem is that I was wearing a watch that had a crown on the outside, and when I was doing push-ups, I think it was aggravating my tendons, and that's what happened, right? So I think that once I get myself back, it takes about a year apparently to get your wrist back in shape. And I think that once I get myself back, I'll be okay again. And I have been doing push-ups. I was doing like 100 push-ups, and now I'm doing 10 push-ups. So, I'm not speaking. Although maybe I should try to do 10 push-ups every day just to sort of keep that going. I will do that. I was doing like 100 push-ups, 125 push-ups. I was doing 5 sets of 25. I was doing like 100. I was doing 120 push-ups with a watch that was digging into my wrist. And now I can do 10, 15. And I'm slowly building myself back up. But I was doing but now I'm lifting some weights, so that's good. Although I'm on a bit of a pause because I just came back from New York, and I'm gonna start up again. Sporty, Mr. Sport Trooper. I'm gonna start up again. Monday probably. Yeah, like Monday's like some Monday. I'm gonna start on Monday. Titus Androidicus. Although I will say that Tuesdays are going to be a really hard day to get workouts in because you know how last semester Mondays were my long day where I started at 9 and I didn't end until 11 o'clock at night? So Tuesdays will be my long day this semester. Tuesday I'll start at 9 in the morning and end at 11 o'clock at night. But this will be the last semester that sort of thing happens. This is the last semester of that business because after this semester, I'm going to be on leave. With Burbage 2000 and Burbage 3000, my favorite models of Actotrons. They are really good. Where are we going? Spacer's Choice. Well, I mean, we're going to have Fallout. Their emote routines are superior. Let's look at a map, shall we? Also, let's note that I'm super over. I am, for my inventory, I am over, and that is true. Maybe I can, I don't know, destroy something? Let me, I'm gonna just break down a couple of things, and hopefully my inventory will not be as massively over as it currently is. Just like a little bit of stuff. Atomica! Hey, Atomica. Steph the Bard, you said you're a deathling, and that is a word that I have not heard before, but I'm excited to hear about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me more about it. Like, what is a deathling? And because it sounds really, I didn't even tell you. I was so distracted. I was distracted that I didn't tell you a thing. Tuesdays suck for me. I have to be at work by 5 a.m. And I'm someone who believes you shouldn't see 6 a.m. unless you haven't been to bed yet. Rissa, your position is totally valid. I also believe you should not be seeing, yes. Did you find a neighborhood you want to stay in? Well, also it's about, one of the other things is that partly it's about trying to find a place I can be without having a car, and I haven't looked for an apartment yet. So I will do that, but I've not done it yet. It's what Caitlin calls the fans of her channel, Ask a Mortician. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. You have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. Inappropriate. Nobody needs that. Riot control armor. I think I can probably get rid of that one too. Yes. Which I recommend if you want to learn more about death, dying, the death industry, and death rituals. It's very goth. Oh, this reminds me of what I got distracted by Squirrel-wise. I was distracted. I was going to tell you about my one of my students. I have a student who, I no longer have this student. The student is no longer here. And by that, I don't mean that my student is dead. I need to, I've got all this junk I need to sell. I distract myself from just with other distractions. Yes, this is true. So I had a master's student who's also very goth, who did her master's thesis on women as death midwives in music. And I literally watched him getting distracted from ending his stream for okay, I feel like it wasn't even a full hour. I feel like it was less than a full hour. I just feel like that it was less than a full entire. Oh, there's a bad thing. And also more bad things. Where are we? And why are there bad things here? Transport wreckage. Oh, we actually, should we go straight to read, or should we talk to the, look, we're right here. I feel like since we're right here, we might as well go to the, wrong direction. I think that since we're here, we should probably just go to the botanical space. That's all. I love her a lot. Her videos helped me a lot when my granny died. Oh, that's really good. I'm so glad. Remember those times when Atlanta nights didn't happen because of distractions for us? Sometimes, I know I was doing really well until the raid. I really was. And then I got distracted. It did happen. So she did this whole master's thesis on women as death midwives, like the work of women in in dealing with death. Also, I'm missing it. I need to go here a little bit. Where am I heading? This is the community center. This is not where I want to be. I want to be, Emerald Vale. Oh, I don't think I want to be in the Emerald Vale Community Center after all. I think I want to be in the Botanical Lab. It's walking the wrong direction, everybody. Ask Mortician has a video with a death doula. It's interesting. Ooh, yeah. And so she was talking about the ways in which women have traditionally done this work. And also, oh, I cannot dodge because I'm encumbered. Oh, I've learned so many things. And so she was looking at... look, I know I'm supposed to go and talk to Reed, but I'm going to just go and talk to the Botanical Center first. Oh, have good tea. I hope it's delicious. And where... Can I just... I would like to put a... You know what? I don't think you can put a little sticker on something. Fast travel center on player, back. No. Well, it's fine. Anyway, and so she looked at... she was looking at Diamanda Galas and her plague mass, and she was looking at the AIDS crisis. It was like really good work. It was really good work, and I was very proud of what she did. And speaking of which... Oh, I think I need to travel this way. I think that there's like a whole way to get there. And I just... What are you? Hello, giant slug. Or snake. Or slug snake. Whatever you are. Oh. Why not fast travel? That's a good point. I will just do that. Javai, I'm just going to fast travel. Yeah, no, she's super cool. And now she's sort of doing drag queening stuff. So that's really cool as well. She's very cool. Like... especially if I'm encumbered. It's faster if I'm encumbered, so I'm just gonna fast travel. Although if I walk, it allows me to be distracted. Hi, everybody. Why don't I say hello to... Hi, everyone? I wonder if you're supposed to actually speak to them before you speak to Reed, but... I'm going to. Hi, Grace.
What is it?
Nothing? Wow. Okay. That was rude. It's fine. You don't have to be nice to me. It's cool. We discussed how actually taking the welcome back. We discussed how taking the hello, deserter. How are you? You know what? There's like fine. We're gonna find this woman and we're gonna chat with her. I kind of don't care that she's recomposting corpses. As long as she's not murdering people, I don't care. Hello, Adelaide. How are you?
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity?
Yep.
It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
You know, hate all to town all you want. It won't bring your song back, though.
Blunt as a hammer. But you're right. Nothing can undo the past.
It's true.
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
And a lot more mouths to feed.
Not as many as you'd think.
No, she's always been old.
Towns were no flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended. Curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Maybe, I think it's a lighting change. Actually, I do. I think it's lighting change. So here are these 4 choices. Between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life. My character could say that. I don't like the idea of being Reed's lackey. Here's the thing. Oh, she was always wrinkly. I think it was the lighting. My character doesn't like the idea of being Reed's lackey, but my character never felt like Reed's lackey because my character felt like that my character could do whatever they wanted to do. So I don't think my character would say that. I didn't do this for you. I'm trying to repair a ship. Also feels a little bit too callous because I think my character got invested in this thing. I'd rather not say. Well, we're going to go with this one. I don't know. It's not the best.
Like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Nah, it's fine. I feel like there was a... Wasn't there a... Maybe there wasn't. I thought that there was a vending machine, but I don't think there was. I don't think there was. So, since we spoke, I'm just going to fast travel over to Reed's and deal with the fallout in the town. And I'm, you know, like, I feel bad, but not that bad. Botox. I don't want to put, like, bovine poison in my face. And wrinkles are great. Like, I'm a fan of wrinkles. Have you ever seen those people who are like, yeah, like it paralyzes your muscles and then people cannot express or emote? And, like, emoting's important to me. Anyway, you ever seen people who are like super old and they've got all these amazing wrinkles on their face? They just have this, like, they've got this life, this look of a life lived. And I think it's wonderful. I gotta say, crow's feet and smile lines are looking pretty fetching to me. Yeah, I love a good, those things make me really happy. I'm gonna talk to her.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be all right now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
We'll talk later. My thought is that one of two things are going to happen to these Edgewater people. One, they're going to be re-stationed somewhere else, move to a new corporate place that is probably better for them, or they'll become deserters and toss off their corporate overlord status. Oh, yeah, I probably should save. This is correct. I should probably save. Let me just save. Thank you, Rissa. Because, you know, I sometimes don't save. This is fair. Might have something to do with being close to my 40s. You know, guess what I just, by the way, fat girls face don't age, but I looked into tummy tuck operations. Save and save often. She said she wouldn't take, well, she said she'd take the people from the town that renounce corporate programming, right? So that's what she said. She said that as long as they don't want to sort of recreate the town's corporate structure, she will take them.
Not a chance. The last thing we need is for everyone to get sick at a time like this.
See, that's creepy.
Leave them in there. It's best for us all.
Actually, I would like to be able to take them. I would like to bring them out of there. See, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. I don't like that. I don't like this town. I don't like how they treat people. I don't like any of that. So, no.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
I found Eugene's teeth. You can have them.
You found Eugene's teeth? What? Where? How?
Dropped out of Silas's pockets.
The man was robbing his own graves without filing an invoice? This is a brazen violation of Spacer's Choice standard procedure.
Well, maybe that was a bad lie.
I suppose I should be grateful. You've saved me some trouble and no small amount of embarrassment.
Well, I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide.
Oh.
He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatine, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. Paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect.
Wow.
I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Yeah, no, I hate this town. Like, I'm really okay with this town. Yeah, I'm not supporting that town. That is not a thing that I'm gonna do. Not gonna do it. Yeah. It's super gross. Yeah, I'm gonna just, yeah. Oh, yeah, have good food. Yeah, the town is really bad. Like, this town is like a bad, bad place.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk?
No, I suppose not. Maybe I can't buy or sell things here anymore. I mean, that oh, because there's a vendor here, but it looks like I cannot vend. I will try her one more time. Parvati, I need to get by you. I'm gonna try one more time with her and see if just chatting.
Got you feeling woozy? Go ahead.
There we go. You asked me about myself.
Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's choice. Could be you're with Auntie Cleo.
Oh, lie. That's right. I'm an anti-Cleo worker.
We'll see what a Cleo worker's doing in Spacer country. Trying to eyeball the competition, are we? Well, good luck trying to figure yourself out. Sounds like you'll need it.
Sure. It's the company I don't like, but the company has made a town that is oppressive and terrible, and the people in this town are suffering, and I don't like it. And Spacer Choice has these outlooks, and a lot of the people have sort of eaten that.
Power's out, but I can't just leave my goods unattended. Don't suppose you care to do business?
Sure. Sure.
Music to my ears.
Yeah. Let me sell all of my junk. And now I'm no longer encumbered by 2. And then I will repair all equipped things. Yeah, so this town is a space, like, this town is not in. Here's the thing: the town is not independent of Spacer's Choice, right? Like, it is Spacer's Choice, because Spacer's Choice has constructed it that way, and I think it's an exploitative place, as it exploits the people. Some of the people are fine being exploited, but my character's a little hacker. It's not gonna have it. Oh.
Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
I'm gonna have to face the music.
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
Yeah, I don't like this town.
Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Okay, thanks. No, and they've been effectively brainwashed by this company, and it's really awful. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna... Nothing?
Just be careful next time.
I just stole something right in front of everybody, and everybody freaked out. That is not at all what I meant to do. That is not at all what I meant to do. Sorry about that. Yeah, they've been brainwashed by the company. It's terrible. I just lost reputation. I was just like, oh, it's just sitting here on the desk. I'll just take it. Well, I lost reputation with Spacer's Choice, which I suppose, you know.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
I like to talk about Eugene.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Conrad tells me Eugene wasn't a suicide.
I don't understand. I found Eugene's body. I know the guy shot himself. Wait, are you telling me he was murdered?
Eugene overdosed on medication. The medication drove him paranoid.
He was plagued? Oh, Law, that's awful. I helped carry his body out. I could have been infected. This is
Hi, Tamika.
too much for me to take in. But I guess if Eugene wasn't a suicide, our town won't have to pay a penalty.
And you don't have to worry, I don't do beauty operations. I earned my loose skin and rolls. Good. I think it's better, yeah. So, at least the town won't have to pay a penalty as it's gonna be probably shut down. Well, I suppose I'll find Reed down here. You know, because stealing something is only the thing, is the only thing you've done to reduce rep with them. Okay, that's probably fair, Jer. There might be some other reasons why they might not be happy with me. Hey, Reed.
What gets my bile churning?
Tell me.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plagues, marauders.
Yeah, it's a really bad system.
I knew one thing would happen. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Yeah, I don't think they'll have to pay the suicide penalty because like this is this horrible corporate space. So, yeah, and Gervais says, I'm pretty sure the town was already shut down in the eyes of Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice was clearly like just letting this town, was punishing the people in this town. Oh, it's just so bad. Atomic is hyped for tomorrow. I am hyped for tomorrow. I've got to go and like, there's this prep that I do for, there's this special prep that I do that maybe I'll tell you all about at some point in time for Cthulhu Confidential that I need to sort of get done. But I'm also going to a friend's birthday party tonight where I'm going to be throwing axes. So I've got like a small window of time between after the stream where I have to eat and then this birthday party tonight to sort of get all of my prep done, and then I've got some time in the morning, of course. So here's the problem. Is it the same no, tomorrow it's at 3 p.m. Eastern time. My stream is normally at noon Eastern time, but tomorrow it will be at 3 p.m. So for Europeans, that's what, 8 or 9 p.m. 8 or 9 p.m. in 8. Yeah, I'm going to one of those battle axe places for this birthday party. And so I'm going to be throwing battle axes, whoosh, whoosh, or throwing axes, I suppose. So stream, eat, Cthulhu Confidential prep, throwing axes, come back, more Cthulhu Confidential prep, Cthulhu Confidential, class prep. I have a birthday party tonight too. No axe throwing. No axe throwing. I do some special rituals. I pray to Cthulhu. I offer sacrifices. So the problem is I don't like any of these choices. It's not personal. I need your power regulator. I mean, I could say that, but I don't owe you an explanation. I feel like that's rude, and I don't think my character is rude. To teach you a lesson is not at all. It wasn't like that at all. There's like 20 of those that popped up in in MA Rhode Island. Yeah, isn't that interesting? No, they're the small ones. Yeah, so out of these 3 choices, it's not personal. I need your power regulator is the best one, but I don't think it's, it's not really right. I have a birthday party to go to tonight too. Also no axe throwing. Why all these birthday parties?
Power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
I could intimidate, but I'm gonna say, I'm sorry about all this, Reed.
Apologies won't give us our lives back.
You didn't have them.
For what it's worth, I am sorry too.
Like, you didn't even have it. There's gonna be a lot of those axe throwing places popping up around college. Isn't that interesting? What's gonna happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead.
Yep.
Our cannery's dead.
That's true.
Adelaide's deserters.
Oh, see you, Steph.
Spacer's Choice will shut us down. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And that's what
Ooh, have good with errands.
whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross infidelity.
Your company is a bad company. Your company's a bad company. I am sorry, but your company is a bad company. Because winter babies are the best. My granny always said I was born in a snowstorm. I think I'm going to have to intimidate him. And I don't like it, but... So first off, this company is so bad.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
I do not like having to do it this way. Right? This is not...
Stand down, all of you. We're done.
Can I talk to you some more?
You and
Wow. That's a lot of guards. It's a lot of guards. Wow. Can we talk? No. So it's not like I feel great about this, but also those people are sick because of malnutrition. And maybe if they ate different food, and maybe, well, yeah, it is a good thing you told him to stand down, because then there'd be a big fight, and I don't want that. I don't want to be just murdering people. And also, those people, they can join the deserters, or they can be reassigned. Although I don't know what kind of creepiness this company's all about. Like, also, this company's bad. Hey, look, it's all sunny.
Adelaide was right to leave.
Yeah.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
See, these are things I don't like. These are things I don't like about this town. There are just a lot of things I just don't like about the town. And I think it's bad. Yeah, this company, the company's not good. So I now have the power regulator. And I do have to go and give this guy his brain. Key lime pie birthday cake. Ooh. I'd like some nice chocolate cake, or maybe like a strawberry cake, maybe like a strawberry shortcake. Yeah, I do not like this. I don't like this company. I think it's really abusive and terrible in like a 19th century sort of a way, and I cannot support it. Do I need to talk to the pastor? Isn't he going to join my community though? Like, isn't he going to be my, isn't he going to be on my ship, or do I have to talk to him first? Because he said he was going to join my ship. Oh. Minion. Because he said he was joining my ship. He said that he would join. Oh, really? Oh, because he said that he did say, because I finished his quest, and he did say that he would join. So die, robot, die. Return to Ludwig. All right, I do have those two. Oh, I should have gone to the engineer while I was there. So silly. To be honest, I don't get the feeling the deserter camp is sustainable long-term at all. Like, they have a small farming area that only grow due to human corpses, which won't last long without creating extra supplies. We hard to see them live like that for long with their current population. Extra mouths will just make it even shorter. Well, I imagine that there are all those marauders out there. I feel like there's some questions. There are some questions. But the cannery was also not sustainable long-term, sadly, because they were dying of malnutrition.
Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
I found this logic module for you.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform.
You're welcome.
Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it. The key to humanity's victory.
Marauders equals extra compost.
I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, take care. Hey, I leveled up. I will deal with that level up a little bit later. Yeah, it just that, I don't think I need to talk to the pastor again, but I will check. But I don't think so. Help the chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. Like, I'm not into it. Like, that right there, all of that, I'm not into. And my little hacker, like, I feel like I could totally I would have to make a character who I'm thinking from the beginning would be a, like, I love the corporation sort of person. I don't know who they'd be, but I could make a character who's like, I love the corporation. I went on this adventure because I love the corporation. It's my best friend. And would like make all those sort of like corporate, like, but I'd have to make a character for whom that is like where they're at. That would have to be in my motivation. And then they'd be like, whatever, deserters are bad. Deserters are horrible people. And everyone should be like happy that Spacer's Choice gives them love. Also, I don't actually think the pastor's around anymore. The pastor must be on my ship. Right? Yeah, I think he might be on my ship already. Because he's not in his office. So, what this means, wrong thing. I am going to just fast travel. Back up to here where I was at before, because I need to give this last book to this guy. My personal gut feeling is just that assuming you plan on overthrowing the board anyway, this is the worst choice, as a lot of people will die fairly quickly. Assuming the town will make it bad until you destroy the board, but way less people will end up dying. I don't think my character even thinks dissenters in our midst, like, this is bad. The enemy dissents, yeah, that's bad. I don't think my character is thinking about overthrowing the board, or that it's even possible. Like, I don't think that's where my character is at in the moment. And also, like, that seems like a lot. Like, how can one person just destroy the board? It seems impossible. So I don't think my character is feeling like that is actually particularly doable. But these deserters, they can go and, like, change this. And here's the thing, maybe they'll find some other way to work on compost. I've got them for you.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Which one?
The last one.
The geothermal plant?
It's true.
Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
That's a complete set.
That is true.
All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
Maybe?
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we can help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you.
What?
Just a little contraption I found.
Oh.
Should fit right into your outfit.
Thanks. I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. I was just faking you out. Well, he does need to learn some deductive reasoning. Yeah, but also I suppose if you think about, if you're really thinking sabotage, each town you take down sort of undermines their base. But my character's not thinking that way, because he's not like a big old revolutionary at this point in time. Also, oh, that retrofitted power armor is ruining my stealth. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been doing a lot of talking. I have been shooting. Like, I've got handguns. I've got range in the 30s. My defense and my melee are terrible. My dialogue's pretty good. Stealth is iffy. Tech... Well... Well... I've got 10 points. You know what? We're gonna just... we're gonna put all of this into dialogue. Wait. No. Revert. Because I think that I... So at this point in time, I think it doesn't... We'll put the rest in tech. Okay, this is what or maybe, yes, because we're a talkie hacker, so we're doing that. We've got to get better at guns. I know this is a fair point. Or you know what? No, no. Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? The Dochard, thank you for the follow. How are you? I welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're just maxing out our dialogue tree. We decided we're just going to do it. That's it. We're just maxing out dialogue, and then we'll work on other things. Just, yeah. I've got no perks. This is it. Well, I suppose we go home. And by home, I mean, I suppose we go to our ship, the Unreliable. I suppose. Does any, I feel bad. Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Thank you for that follow, Chalk23785. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm back at uni, but I was playing Outer Worlds all Christmas, so it's nice to see someone else playing so long. Oh, thanks. You know, the reason, the Dochard, one of the reasons why it takes me so long to play is because I like to talk to the peoples. We chat. We're just leaving Edgewater. Oh, Levi was going to say what happened to Levi. So I'm playing a hacker who's like, damn the man. So my hacker rerouted all the power from the cannery to the deserter camp. And, you know, it's not one of those things that makes you feel super, super good, but it is. Yeah, so Levi, what happened?
Do you have a name yet? What's your driver? Oh. Just gonna be babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship. Working on a real engine. Belonging to a proper crew.
Yeah.
Edgewater won't last another season without power.
It's true.
That don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Really? They suck. So my playthrough, I decided he'd be more worried about the town, and Parvati swayed him as well right at the end. Fair. So I went and got the power regulator, and she was really upset, and then went and talked to Reed and told him he was mismanaging the town, and Reed stepped down, and Adelaide ran the town instead. Oh, that's so interesting. And Adelaide was kind of a jerk about it. Oh, was she was a jerk about him, about the step down? Reed also expressed remorse and stuff. He's probably still going to go to prison, right? Because, I mean, the thing is that I think what they did is they made, put in a new position. Oh, what position was he put in? Oh, so that town is so terrible. Ugh, the town is so awful. Think the Catholic Church. I think what they did was they gave you the town, which has got a bad system, but they made the leader nice. And then they give you the deserters, which has got a nice system, but they made the leader mean, right? So they're trying to flip those two things to make it difficult. It didn't say he was just trying to get a new post, I believe. But Adelaide fixed the town's major problems. Oh, interesting. Huh. Interesting. That is, instituted a guarding so no more dying of malnutrition. Well, I suppose the members of the town who go to live with the deserters will also not die of malnutrition? Right, I suppose, in that way? Yeah. But also, the thing is, I don't know whether or not Spacer's Choice will allow them to do that. Because I don't even Spacer's Choice. Those deserters left Edgewater behind, nothing keeping you from doing the same. I'm going to say that. I think the only person who wasn't brought back together was Reed, who left voluntarily. Huh.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice.
You do have a
I
choice.
want to ask you something.
Yes.
And you can say no.
Okay.
But can I come with you?
Of course.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
Of course. I mean, yeah. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabinet's yours. You just met me. Why would you want to space? No, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yes. I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
The thing is, considering that Spacer's Choice murdered all their employees at the old geothermal plant, even though it was profitable, I have a lot of, I'm very skeptical that Spacer's Choice will allow.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable.
Adelaide's town to work. Okay, but do you want to talk?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yeah.
Something vexing you?
Sure. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story? Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French. Remind me, what are your thoughts on philosophists? Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony? I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
You don't want Spacer's Choice of an insurance claim on you because they might decide to cut their losses someday. Yeah, I mean, it's just, Spacer's Choice is bad. Violently enthusiastic disposition?
My parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud with you when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Well, but if you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual connection.
Interesting. Javai says, I have a feeling the town could live a decent while. They have contact with Spacer Choice once a month, I believe, with a supply ship. Would probably take a while for Spacer's Choice to realize anything had changed at all. I don't know. I don't trust Spacer's Choice. I don't trust them. It seems quite trusting you just Asana without knowing anything about me. Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that.
Yes.
There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Well, that sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question.
They built a Saltuna canning town on a planet without Saltuna.
It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch.
Groundbreaker.
All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal.
Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Huh. How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar from? That's a stupid question, but I'll ask it anyway.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Hey, how is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker like me?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock.
Interesting.
I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Interesting. Secular skills is now what my knowledge domain clerk is going to call them. I like it. So that sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, I'm not good with lockpicks. I studied secular skills. Where are you going? I just want to find out where he's headed. Where are you going? Hey, Vicar. Where are you headed? I'm just asking. You know, like, is this your room? This one? Which one's your room? Which one's your room? Where are you gonna hang out? Hey, Vicar. Hey, Vicar Max. Where are you going? What are you doing? You're just standing here. Just standing here? That's it?
I could spend hours.
Just, you know.
Secret workings of the... So, tell me what's on your mind. Confessional listening.
You know what? I feel like I'm not going to ask you more questions. Hey, where did Parvati go? Oh, there she is. Hey, Parvati.
Something you need?
Nope. You might have to install... Oh, are you saying that without power, then it might be a bit of a problem for anything to happen? I mean, I feel like, Levi, you're sort of, that's a stretch. Woo! Ow! Ooh, ow. Apparently jumping off of things will hurt your ankles, which is rude. But it's fine. I'm gonna, yeah?
I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
That's not...
What can I do for you, Captain?
Is everybody gonna give me shade for this one? I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Thanks. Also, I feel like this person here, our AI, sort of has Steph the Bard's hair, which is sort of awesome. So apparently, just jumping off of second-story balconies is not the way to do things. So yeah, she's super saucy, and I like it. Also, side note, I'm not encumbered. I just, you know, town happens. Hey, we can go places. Woo! Look, our ship works. There's heat coming off of it, which probably is a bad thing. Am I actually dodging? I feel like I'm not actually dodging. It's just a side note. So, let's go. I suppose, right? I mean, this is what we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Ada Lovelace. Hi, Ada. You are so...
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator. It was really not that hard. I just put it in.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Thanks.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
All right, let's get out of here. Does that ship look like a hunk of junk to anybody else but me? Is anybody else worried about the structural integrity of this ship? No? No one else? It's fine. It's fine. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. Spending points in a skill group raises every skill in that group to a maximum of 50. To go above 50, you must spend points directly in the skill. Raising your block skill unlocks perfect block. With pinpoint timing, your block can stagger the enemy attacking you. So I feel like we should be spending these points on the big groups, because that's like the most bang for your buck, until I can... Right? So like I feel like I should probably try to max out my tech. Oh. Good. I've been waiting to hear from him. So long as it shakes the same every time, it's probably fine, right? You can only spend on the groups until they're at 50. So I feel like you go with groups. Groups. I suppose.
How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Really? I've been feeling a little lightheaded, and I can slow time.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Nobody's worried about this?
You saw control fail is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying.
Oh.
The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
Really?
The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us.
Oh.
If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right.
Okay.
To get to Stellar Bay on Monarch, I have contacts there. They'll help us find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists.
Oh.
Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Oh. I think I have to go there anyway, right? Wait, why do I need a nav key to land on a planet? I'm new. I've been under, what's up?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Oh.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
I see.
The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on
sketchy.
Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Right, the black marketeer.
I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
See, I don't like the idea of working with a criminal is not something my hacker character would say, just so you know. What's stopping me from leaving Halcyon altogether? Seems like that would be abandoning the people from Hope, and I don't think my character is into that. I think my character wants to get... Because here's the thing. My character probably played cards with some of these people on Hope and was like, oh, we're in this together. So I think my character cares about them. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia. And in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
Who does the voice?
You have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me. Talk to Gladys Kelly.
Fine. Well, no, let's ask. What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether? Just ask.
Without a skip drive? Good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star.
Oh.
Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope.
Fine. That's fine. I'll go have a word with Gladys. That's fine.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
Thanks.
By the way,
yes.
Captain Hawthorne, a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Really?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Well, do you want to explain what a holographic shroud is? I'm a bartender hacker. I don't know.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Atomica asks.
It has limits. First generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last.
I worry.
Simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
I feel like I'm being used to test R&D, just like in the RPG Paranoia, but whatever. Atomica says, bonding with locals over cards. Do you have a teddy bear somewhere on that ship, Trooper? Maybe. You mentioned this thing has limitations. What are they?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that.
Fair.
Movement makes it more likely.
Okay.
Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't sneak past, for example.
Fair.
Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Okay. Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just like steal a uniform or something, just like in that video game Hitman? I could just... Come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Lizard flies.
It modulates your voice and sweetens your brain.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Lizard Eats Flies, have some candy. Delicious. Lizard Eat Flies, I told everybody, Lizard Eat Flies sent me a file with music on it, but I haven't been able to listen to it yet, but I will as soon as the stream ends. And I'm so excited. Welcome in. Lizard Eat Flies, we're in a corporate dystopia. It's terrible. And we're going to try to make it better. Oh, I'm excited to hear it. I'm going to just say this is a little bit of a spoiler. Because I have no idea. I've not listened to it, so it's like a speculative spoiler. But I'm always nervous when someone listens to it for the first time. I'm super excited. For people who are here, Lizard Eats Flies and I had a discussion about accordion. That was a discussion we had. I don't know if there is accordion in this piece or not, but we had this lovely discussion about the accordion, and that is just a spoiler or not a spoiler. I don't know. There is accordion. So there's your teaser, everybody who's in chat. The rough draft for the theme song for the French Resistance game, which has a title, by the way, has accordion. I can't. Thank you, Rissa. So I'm just saying there's like a good smoky French cabaret, perhaps. I mean, it has if you like it and don't hate it. Oh, well, I mean, I'm just excited already. Now, the question is the accordion, is the accordion going ba-ba, 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 ba-ba? Because that might be a little bit less spy-like, but I don't know. I mean, we don't know. I'll find out. If it's like a full-on polka, I don't know. Is the accordion doing polka business? Because, yeah, I wrote a sexy polka. Well, a sexy polka might still work. I mean, I would not prejudge, because for all I know, it might be a sexy polka, and I might love the sexy polka. And maybe what I've needed in my life all of these decades, and I didn't know it, was a sexy polka. I'm just saying. And see, Levi's like, sexy polka couldn't be more in my wheelhouse. I'm just saying there might be a whole entire audience for an entire album of sexy polkas. It's just what I'm saying. Nah, it's kind of a slightly jazzy bit smooth accordion. That's probably better. But I'm just saying, for maybe you should just consider an album of sexy polkas. Sexy accordion polkas. I'm just could be a project. And now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about what that would sound like. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything about it. Also, how the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Well, I'll put it to good use. Wait, people will actually fall for this? It seems far-fetched.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected.
Fair, fair.
Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I'll put it to good use. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Okay.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets.
Okay.
Don't put a stop to them. They're going to run this colony to the ground.
Okay.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. It's a little intense. I do know an awesome accordion hurdy-gurdy duo that's amazing and kind of have sexy polka stuff. So first off, Lizard Eats Flies, I want to hear those people. That would be a thing that I need to hear. I do recommend is that B-I-O or B-L-O? I feel like it's probably B-I-O. And can I get my cursor? Can I get a Google in? What if I S-Y-B-I-O? I figured as much, because Symblo would be weird, right? Like that would be weird. Seriously, one of the best hurdy-gurdy players in the world. Okay. No, that's a no. Symbio, that's a global BPO and R&D technology company. Zero emissions mobility solutions. Pharmaceuticals. Hello. How are you doing? My hair was way more blue than that. Wildlife park. Distributed control symbols. Therapy and consultation services. In Lederhosen and then Musikantenstadel, the worst show in German TV. It is Austrian. So, wait. There's a lot of. Let me just try Symbio and music. Okay, Symbio. Okay, I think I found them. A Swedish duo. Oh, if they're Swedish, I have a friend of mine who's really big in the Swedish folk music scene. He's actually a national folk music musician for whatever, and also he's an ethnomusicologist. That's his area of specialties, expertise, specialization. I should ask him if he knows about Symbio. I'm going to ask him all about it because that is exciting. So yeah, he's not Swedish. He's from the US, but I'm gonna ask him all about it because also, why am I freaking out right now? I should relax. Oh, so gang, we're gonna do it. We're gonna use the unreliable navigation terminal. Oh, wait. I should not shoot my ship. Let me just look at my journal. So we've got a passage to anywhere and we've got the empty man. So this is Groundbreaker, and also we've got to go to the I've got to get my holographic shroud. Sorry, there's a holographic shroud in the captain's quarters and I don't even know where that is. So let's find the captain's quarters. And is this the captain's quarters? I'm gonna assume that it is, because there's a bin here. I mean, right? This seems like I have got a great view. And this is the holographic shroud. Oh. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. That's rude. Well, we did. I feel like this is Chinese checkers, right? That's what we called it growing up? Yes? Yes? Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Okay. A little worried. Little worried. Let's look at the unread messages from you, Bedford. From Udom Wingman's Wingman Bedford to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Thank you. I'm a little bit worried about all this. I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? I'm posing as somebody, and I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, I forgot to mention my previous message, silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Oh, I feel a little bit bad. Feel a little bit bad about this. Let's look at the archive messages. Oh, there's a lot from you, Bedford. This is probably my buddy, and I'm feeling badly about this. Subject, thank you. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the way, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and said touchdown in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. Only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with you with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. I am very worried about this. Hello, hello? Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent reading would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore an ardent, sincere message of one's friends. Please respond. Oh. Helene Fisher is more ouch than Musikantenstadel, and I dislike that she's injecting her face into every guest performance if she can't do her own. Dear Alex, hello. Hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Okay, checking in, so also they've seen each other. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again. Again, Wingman, your dear friend Udom. Well, this is mysterious. And Al Gently is a big thing in the Schlager chick. Are we... Dear Alex. Hello, Udom here, Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassed me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color, you know. Really tie one on? Let me know. Your new friend, Udom. So this is like the history of their relationship. So impounding the ships, they meet, and then a second time, and then please respond, and then like, okay, so I feel like Udom wouldn't mind being throttled by. I feel like that's true, Levi. I'm getting those feelings. Let me see these sent messages to see more about this relationship, because I feel like I need to know this. Oh. Only one? Only one? Only one? Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted, had a few too many, and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink of the Lost Hope next time I am, and I might forgive you. I think indeed. So are we... I'm a little worried about all of this. Just... Okay. I'm a little worried about all of this. Captain's notes. SW, spacewalk, space something. It is a very weird one-sided relationship. It really is, and I worry what happens when I go to Groundbreaker and run into Udom, because they've seen each other in person, so it's a little bit weird. I don't even know. Note to self, remember this later. No better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality, with my own 2 eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I'd asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create this thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I heard rumors of a fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. AH. Log entry 2, titled Hammer Power. Ha! Last time I got sloshed, was imbibing at the last hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udon was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardets yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like, none of us have heard that one before, but here's the good part. The Mardet said the mad scientist keeps yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat sure fits the bill. Could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Who is this Captain Hawthorne? Will I know more? Black market leads. Why? Why? Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show, I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Well, I feel like we've learned new things, and I'm sure this game is good, but it's just never grabbed me. I feel like I should probably, oh, hey, I have a question. I've got, okay, we got it. I've Vicar Max, and I feel like I should just load him up with equipment and then dump things off a little bit, right? So, his ranged is this sawed-off shotgun, which seems great. And he's got a telescoping staff, which is 117, which also looks pretty great. Oh, but this hammer does more. These seem to be better. So let's switch it up, shall we? Let's give Parvati that, because it's really good, and let's give Vicar Max this one, and he's got a shotgun, which I suppose is fine, right? When I play these things, I always try to play 230. Very like in character, like really trying to figure out who my character is and like what they're about, and try to sort of make those choices along those lines. What is this? It's a light machine gun. Well, and Vicar Max is just wearing plain basic body armor, which is probably not great for him. That's Well, 10. Is there something that is better? Standard troop armor. That doesn't seem bad. Maybe. Although, why am I not wearing that? I probably should be wearing that, right? Yeah, let's give him some kind of helmet though. Lock picking, he's probably good at lock picking because I feel like he's super sketchy. So let's give him that. And I think Parvati's probably good with armor. I feel like she is. Yeah, she's good. And then if we go to perks, oops. What do you do? He intimidates hacks and sciences. So we give him a perk. We're going to give him more hacking, more threat, more health. We'll give him more health because I feel like all of my people need to have health so they don't die. That is just, those are my feelings. Let's accept. And me, I've got this retrofitted heavy armor, but I actually think I should probably go back to this one, the standard troop armor. It's only less, but I just think it's probably better. I mean, it's 2 points less, but I think it doesn't give me, yeah, I just think it's probably better. Yeah, that's it. Why does Vicar Max still have a, oh, we still have more perks available, sorry. Let's give him the bonus support hack. And now we've opened up tier 2 and everything is great. Apply. Accept. We are set up. We need to go to Groundbreaker. It looks like everything is, that's where we're going. But by the way, while I'm here, I feel like while I'm here, I should dump some stuff, but then I don't feel like it. So what I'll do is I will dump armor. Because I feel like armor is heavy, and that will clear up a lot of my space, and I don't have to stress about it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you, Jer. And I do have to stop sort of on time because I've got this birthday party and it's a little dense. Bin, right? The bin? That's good. Probably. Let's head out. Let's go to the Groundbreaker. Phineas's lab. That's exciting. Terra 2. TARDIS we can't go to. Hephaestus we can't go to. Marnarch seems exciting, but I think we can't go there either. Scylla. Where are we right now? Where are we? I have no idea where we are. Are we on Terra 2? We are. Yes. All right, let's go to Groundbreaker. We're gonna go. Accept it. This is gonna be like our big push to like a new part of the universe. Oh, a dumb and relatively unrelated question. Do dried apricots count as fruits or sweets? Depends. I mean, dried apricots are a fruit, right? So they are fruit, but some people think of fruits as also sweets. But clearly fruits are not the same as like a piece of cake. But It depends on it. Like they are fruits. The question really becomes whether or not you think of fruits as sweets or not. That would be the question. I tend to put them in different categories because they have some redeeming quality, but some people don't. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Well... Well, we did it, everyone. Let's talk to Ada. Hi.
How can I be of assistance?
I just thought we're here. We can chat before we leave, and then we'll leave, and it'll be like the end. I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ooh, tell me a joke.
My violence inhibitors are a joke. No, really. I only keep them enabled because of how funny they are.
Okay, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
That is not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
That's enough for now.
As you wish,
Although,
comply with all direct orders.
I love a good piece of cake. As a matter of fact, I want cake right now. I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Terra 2?
Where in Terra 2?
Emerald Vale and the Edgewater?
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Wow. Okay. Falcon, now I also now want cake. What do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket?
Oh.
I'm sure they are wonderful humans.
Oh.
Just want to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Wow. Okay. How is Edgewater faring since we left it?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
Wow. Huh. She's feeling a little bit, okay. I want to ask about somewhere else.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
We should probably talk about the groundbreaker. I was just wondering because there are some dried fruits that get cooked in sugar before they're dried. Oh, I have never had any of those. Like, all of the dried fruits I have are basically just dried fruits. So...
With the groundbreaker, if that's your desired destination. Before getting there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
I feel like she's got sass. Also, give me the spiel on the groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system.
Okay.
Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with station representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system.
Interesting.
I filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Cool. Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Oh, I want to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Phineas's orbital lab. We're gonna get all the deets before we leave.
As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Why's that?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
Oh, interesting. Well, but what do you know about Phineas? I'm a little worried.
There's a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No, do not do that.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Ada. I want to ask about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Monarch. Tell me, what is this?
Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay?
Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port in Fallbrook.
Smuggler's Port?
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband. And before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't talk us there.
But why is Monarch being blockaded?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Okay. Sure.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Do you have a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Yeah, but what if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Aww. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? Or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. And you feel that? As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted this.
No, it's okay, Ada.
Together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
I feel bad for Ada a little bit.
How can I be of assistance?
I'll talk to you later, Ada.
Care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
I understand. I hope she's okay. So, we're at 1 minute to 3. I think we... Oh, sure. Apparently we're going to talk to Parvati.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah?
I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Oh. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by.
Sure.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. We could head over to engineering now. It's fine.
Thanks, Captain.
Sure.
Be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Break time's over. So this, I think, is where we leave and we go out there. But I think we shouldn't go there yet because it's 3 o'clock and we should go. So let's do this. We'll do that. Everyone, hi. First off, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me while we played the Outer Worlds. It was really interesting. We finished Edgewater today, and now we're at the Groundbreaker, and I don't know what the new planet will hold for us. But now I do want to run a space RPG. I'm not going to run a space RPG at the moment, because right now I'm gearing up to run the French Resistance. But I want to run a space RPG. That is a thing that I want to do, but... Please note I will contain myself. I will run a space RPG later. Not at this moment, but later. And I have thoughts. So, thanks all for being here. I'm Trooper SJP. This is the Academic Foxhole. I'm going to go eat. I just want to remind you all the things. So, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be running the RPG Cthulhu Confidential, 1 player, 1 GM, with Algernon Bolden, who's amazing, who's done RPG work with Geek Space TV and also Hyper RPG, and is a programmer for HBS, which does Battletech, and also Harebrained Schemes. And that's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's like a noir Cthulhu game. And he'll be playing Langston Wright, a World War II veteran who was injured, and it's the middle of the war in Washington, D.C. And then you can find me on Wednesday for The Witcher over on Tales from the Grim, where I'll be playing a bard with a wig. And I'm gonna have to like style that wig and get it all ready, and costuming, and that'll be really exciting. Grimjack is running it, and Grimjack is excellent, and I think the cast will be really good. And then you can find me as usual on Thursday for Obra Dinn, where I think we're like getting into the deduction end part, and then again here for Outer Worlds next Saturday. I have an RP question for you, but it will cause a 3-hour delay, so go. All right, I will answer that RP question later. But that said, you can always ask that RP question on the Discord, because we have a Discord. If you've not joined it, please do. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can also follow or subscribe up there if you want to. We have a YouTube. I think I put the last... I think we have a YouTube where I upload an archive of all of our stuff on YouTube to watch, and that's at Trooper SJP. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Academic Foxhole, also at Trooper SJP, but I don't really tweet there very often. And you can, just like you could actually find me here at Academic Foxhole on Twitch, but I also don't do anything there. I just sort of host here nonetheless. And then finally, I have a Patreon, which is at Academic Foxhole, and the funds from the Patreon go to help fund the RPG shows that I'm running here. So to help pay for the exciting music that's coming down the pike, and overlays, and cast, and all that stuff. So support if you can, but the best support you can do is just to be here when you can, and also eat, sleep, and take care of yourself, and help make the world a better place. That's all. So I can re-listen to some awesome birthday song and now go and eat, and I will. I'm gonna go and eat. Take care, everybody. You are all the best, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.